dragons, you know. I remember one time when we were playing D&D, he kept cracking jokes and nobody else was laughing besides me. And he told me he liked having me around because I was a good audience. Sometimes, though, Ramsey's intelligence got in his way. Like, you would ask him a yes or no question, and he couldn't just ever answer it outright. He would give you an explanation in such a way where you're going, where is he going with this? And at the end, the last sentence or so, he would finally answer your question. I used to tell people I could speak Ramsey. I don't know if you guys know this or not. Ramsey considered himself shy. But as you can see from the turnout, I think he was actually a social butterfly. So about 10 years ago, my Aunt Sandy invited me to this thing called Estrella War. Some of you people here might have heard of that. Something with this STA group, I don't know, these people. I told Ramsey that I was going, and he was really disappointed that I didn't invite him because he said, you can't really go unless you're invited. So I told him, well, let me check this thing out, and I'll see if I can invite you next year. So I did. I invited him, and he enjoyed it. The guy who doesn't camp. This involves camping in funny clothes. Since drumming is such a big part of Estrella, my aunt caught him looking at a drum. She asked him, if I buy that for you, will you use that? Yes, was the resounding answer after the explanation, of course, that preceded that. His passion for drumming grew, and he moved in so many circles. And it got to the point where I would talk to people that I didn't know, and they'd be like, oh, you camp with Ramses? And I'm like, oh, you camp with Ramses? And I'm like, no, he camps with me, right? Because I brought him in. I'm so glad that I was able to help bring him into the world of drumming. This is my daughter, sorry. And Ramsey loved my kids, Emma and Garrett, and they called him Uncle Ramsey. He came over to our house and played with them and stuff. And so I have two stories really quick to share about Ramsey and my kids. I know lots and lots of people commented about his laugh on Facebook and stuff, right? We always talk about his laugh, but I don't know if you know a secret about Ramsey. So Ramsey was very ticklish, as Emma discovered one day when he was tickling her. She tickled him back, and his laugh went from ho 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 to hee hee. Like a little girl. Like he sounds like a little girl, right?
How'd they go? No, the other part.
So the other one is about my son Garrett, and Ramsey was so proud to tell people all the time that he taught Garrett melody on the drums when Garrett was 3. And about a year later, he hadn't played drums for the whole year. We met back at Estrella again, and Garrett just did melody right away, and he's like, I taught him that, right? And in the process of teaching my son to improve his drumming skills, because he's done really well under Ramsey's tutelage, I had a drumming session earlier this year at a friend's house, and they were drumming, and Garrett kept trying to go faster and faster and not stay with Ramsey's pace. So he told Garrett, you can go ahead and lead this drum session. I'll go as fast as you want to go, but you have to drum it correctly. So they were going along, they were drumming, and then all of a sudden I saw a change in Ramsey's face. He had to actually pay attention for a second to my son, because my son had gotten so fast that he had to pay attention. So it was a kind of a special moment for us. I couldn't drum that fast, so I had to drop out. So those are some of my memories about Ramsey that I wanted to share with you guys. And, you know, we're all going to miss him so much. Somebody else wants to come up and talk. You can take over.